Excuse me, headmaster. I rather think, I know this may sound silly, but I rather think I'm having a nightmare.
What, boy?
Well, I'm not at school anymore. I'm 41. I earn my living. I'm a librarian.
Why are you wearing pajamas?
I'm in bed.
Nonsense. See me in my study at 9 o'clock.
No, you don't understand, sir.
Get back into line.
I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that I ought not to be here at all. I mean, I ought to be at work. It's time to go.
You should have gone before prayers.
No, not gone, be. I mean, gone, go. You know, this is all a terrible mistake.
We'll see about that. What's the capital of Tanganyika? What happened in 1252?
I know.
What's the French for haircuts? Oh, stop mumbling, boy.
This is such a mix-up. I ought not to be here. I left school 25 years ago.
Plain, true and tame.
I am not here. I have to wake up.
I'll wake you up, lad. Mr. Thruxley, the cane, if you please.
You can't cane me. I'm grown up.
You'll grown by the time I finish with you. Put your hand out.
Timothy?
All right, then hit me. I'm going to tell my mother.
Timothy, wake up! What are you doing down here?
What am I doing where?
Here, down here.
It's the kitchen. Where's the headmaster?
What headmaster? Have you had visitors?
He hit me. I've been sleepwalking.
All this noise. I thought it was the cat having one of her turns. It's 5:45 in the morning. Have you no consideration?
I'm sorry, Mother. I didn't realize it was 5:45. I'll try and sleepwalk at a more convenient time. I could take the day off work and do it at lunchtime, if you like.
And don't try and blame that steak and kidney pie. We've had that pie 6 days running and no harm to anyone. What was this silly dream all about?
Well, it's the school nightmare again, Mother. You know, with the headmaster asking me these questions and I don't know the answer. Well, I know the answer, but I can't think
It's all that hair on your head.
What is?
Why you get nightmares?
Mother, it is not the cause of the nightmares. It's just I'm so nervous, don't you see, about this interview on Thursday, that's
Well,
all.
so am I with your hair like that.
My hair is not all that long. There are hairier people in the library service than me. The county archivist looks like Demis Roussos in a Force 8 gale.
How disgusting.
Well, she likes it that way, you know, just...
And before Thursday, Timothy, do something about your dreadful ears.
Let's not have all that again, Mother. Sticking them down with elastoplast every bedtime. Just let them stick out, you know. They stop my glasses from falling off.
It's not the way they stick out. It's the fact they're full of hairs.
Mother, I can't help that, I'm sorry. Happens to be a sign of virility.
We'll have no virility in this house, then. I'm not surprised you fail your interview every year.
Mother, it has got nothing to do with hair anywhere. You understand? Just that I get tongue-tied.
Tongue-tied? You? You're never at a loss for a bit of smart aleck cheek with me.
In that speech, the part of the mother was played by the 29th Heavy Ack Regiment.
There you are, typical, as always.
Oh, Timothy, you're up early. This is my time for a quiet smoke before I'm on parade with your mother's tea.
What are you doing? Get that cigar out of here.
Cheroot, dear, cheroot.
I don't care what it is. Get it out of my house.
Oh, fair enough, Phyllis.
I'm going back to bed. You get your hair cut today.
Yes. Head, ears, nose...
Don't be
everything else.
disgusting.
You that's being Freudian, Mother, not me.
Language, Timothy.
Sorry, Father.
Bit early for that kind of smut.
Yes, Father.
I said get that thing out. Go on. And if you don't get this jungle dealt with today, I'll cut it myself. Sydney, I'll have the Earl Grey. And if you want a cup of tea, there's a perfectly good tea bag on the draining board that's only been used once.
Oh, fair enough. Presto. Quickness of the hand, you know, Timothy. I used to drive the dog mad doing this. Looking a bit pale, old chap. Steak and kidney pie, is it? Spot of mother's revenge?
No, I've been having these nightmares again, Father, and sleepwalking. Yesterday, the milkman found me out the back garden waiting for the bird table to ask me another question.
Well, if you're going to walk around in public in your pyjamas, better get the fly sewn up.
Some problems, Father, that can't be solved by sewing up the fly.
True.
I think I'm going to have to go and see one of those,
One of those? You're not mixing with one of those, are you?
one of those chaps.
What chaps?
You know, chaps. You won't like it if I say it.
So, come on, Timothy. I'm your father. You can tell me anything. Now, what chaps?
Psychiatrist chaps.
Language, Timothy!
That's not language, Father. There's nothing wrong with psychiatrists.
Shh, your mother might hear. You know what she's like about anything up there, or down there, for that matter.
Why is Mother so old-fashioned, Father, about medicine?
What do you mean?
Well, you know. I mean, look at the bathroom cabinet. She's got half a tin of Zambuck reduced to 11% halfpenny, 2 jars of slightly rusty iron jelloids, and enough thermogene to lag a church organ. I mean, she's 100 years out of date.
Well, it's more a matter of not facing up to things. You see, there's quite a lot of nerves in your mother's family.
Nerves? What do you mean? What do you mean, the balmy or something? What do you mean?
I think you're old enough to know. You see, your mother's brother Herbert is a bit, As for Uncle Stanley, well, he's a bit... And his cousin Deirdre, she's a bit...
Perhaps I better see a psychiatrist.
No, I don't know, Timothy. Lots of people have recurring dreams. As a matter of fact, I have one myself. A bit of a rum set up on a ship.
Yes.
And on this ship, there's a harem. Now, not a word to your mother, but I'm in this harem with these 2 girls. And frankly, they're all over me. Well, I'm just telling you the facts.
Yes,
anyway, it's a glorious party. And damn it.
What?
All of a sudden, you come in and ruin everything.
Me?
Yes, I've been trying not to hold it against you for years.
Oh, I'm sorry, Father.
No, don't worry. Next time, I'm going to lock the door, and that's what you should do. Take action.
What? What do you mean?
Well, take action. When this headmaster asks you any questions you can't answer, punch him on the nose.
What a good idea. I mean, the worst that can happen is when I wake up.
That's it. Self-help. Better than going to some trick cyclist. Damn sight cheaper, too.
I'll go back to bed and I'll punch him on the nose.
Well, better still, Tim. Straight left to the breadbasket. As his head comes down, give him a face full of knee.
Do you think so, Father?
Well, he works wonders with your mother.
What?
Oh, different dream.
Oh, I've had that dream quite often, too.
Steer 020.
Steer course 020. Aye, sir.
Hello, I'm looking for the headmaster. I was wondering if... Wait a minute. This is a boat, isn't it? You look just like the headmaster.
Who the devil are you?
Captain boy, sir.
You are the headmaster. I have come here to punch you on the nose.
Get off my bridge.
Oh, well, if you put it that way, I will... Oh, goodness me, my legs won't work.
Ship on port bow, sir. Cruiser.
Ah, devil there is. You there, cabin boy, you know your silhouettes. Is that the Prince Eugen or the Graf Spee?
It's the captain of Tanganyika, sir. Wait a minute.
Another interview failed.
One last chance. Your starter for 20 lashes. What's the French for haircut?
I know it, but I don't know how to say it,
You'll
sir.
walk the plank for this into the Eugen with him?
Aye, sir.
I'm doing my best. Oh, my legs are working again. Oh, good. Will you excuse me, please? I've just got to go and, splice the barnacles. Oh, excuse me.
Timothy, damn it, I locked the door.
Oh, sorry, I mean... I thought this was my dream, not yours.
It's all ruined either way. Not good enough, Timothy.
I'll go.
Many men come in here. Only eunuchs go out.
Eunuchs? No, I don't count. This is all a big mix-up. I'm supposed to be at school. It's time for work. I want to wake up. Help! Mother! Mother, what are you doing?
I'm cutting your hair.
Oh, hair. Oh.
Thank goodness for that, Mother. I had the most terrible nightmare.
Why? What did you think I was going to do, you silly Billy?
Well, it just crossed my mind you were going to, splice my barnacles, Mother. That's all. Language. Oh, what about you, Father, you randy old rascal? I'd just like to go on with what I was saying before. Only I had to stop when someone came in. What I wanted to tell you about was Father. I don't want to seem to blame Father for my nightmares, but the fact is, well, I was a little backward for my age. And there was this girl, Celia, who used to live next door, but one, where the Morrises live now. I'm sorry, that's a girl. You don't know them. Well, nor do we, actually. But he is in abrasives, and I think Mother rubbed him up the wrong way. I'm sorry, that was a joke. When you play this back, don't listen to that bit. Anyway, this Celia wasn't backward for her age. She was, if anything, 10 years forward. And she said, let's go behind your garden shed, and you know. And I didn't know. So I thought it was time I did. So we did. By the by, this isn't the shed we have now. It was a smaller one. With more room behind, More room behind where two people could, share their sherbet. It was a lovely day, and I said, look at the way the sun is casting myriad spangles of light off the greenhouse. And she said, so it is, let's take all our clothes off. I said, what for? And she said, to see if we're different. So we did. And as a matter of fact, we were. Sorry, of course, you know that because you're a professional person after all. Well, at that moment, who should burst into this little space behind the shed but Father, because he is not allowed to smoke, cough, blow his nose, or cut his nails in the house, you see. The upshot of it was that I never saw Celia again. And I was given 6 of the best by Father with a ping-pong bat. And here's what I am getting at. It wasn't the rubber side. No, it was the sandpaper. So obviously, I've got this thing about women dressed in sandpaper.
Steady on.
What?
I never gave you 6 of the best of the ping-pong bat. That was your mother.
Well, I know it was. But if I tell the psychiatrist it was Mother, he'll think there's something wrong with me.
Well, there is, isn't there?
Well, yes, I know that, but there's no need to tell him, is there?
Well, it wasn't 6 of the best, it was only 1.
Well, I have to make it sound exciting, don't I? He listened to so many stories like that. The kettle. I've got to get the kettle.
Well, if you've got to blame me for everything, don't forget that my childhood was no picnic.
No, I won't.
Every time I wet the bed, my father made me sing Onward Christian Soldiers right through.
I can tell him all about that. You see, I'm telling all about my problem on his recording machine, you see.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yes.
Mind you, I think your balm is going to shrink.
Do you think I'm dressed properly for a psychiatrist? Do you think it's a bit sort of boring and kind of ordinary, isn't it? Bit of parsley for the buttonhole, that might sort of... That makes it look a little bit, when I get it in, that'll make it look a little bit sophisticated, smart, but still a bit...
Neat.
Well, turn that kettle off.
Yes.
What's going on? You're wearing a suit. Why's it got parsley in the buttonhole?
It's a herringbone suit, Mother.
Don't be nicky.
Steady on, Phyllis. The young fella doesn't deserve that.
You be quiet. I sometimes think I'm the only sane person in this house.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Anyway, I'll see you on Tuesday. Yes, the same time. Goodbye.
Is this a psychiatrist?
Yes.
Your first visit? Certainly mine. Has he got somebody in there?
In where?
I'll have a peek.
At what?
Ooh, very dark, isn't it? Does he do hypnotism?
It's the broom cupboard.
So it is. By Jove, you certainly know your way around, anyway. Do you come here often?
Every day. I'm the psychiatrist.
Oh, the psychiatrist. I had a bit of parsley in my buttonhole,
Do sit
which
down,
looked rather
Mr.
nice.
Lumsden.
Oh, yes, all right then. I'm not really all that bad, to be honest. Perhaps I can come back another day when you're more...
Sit down
Where would you like me to sit?
on a chair.
Excellent, excellent.
Now, Mr. Lumsden, thank you for the messages you left on my answering machine. I've only had time to transcribe about half of them.
There seemed to be such a lot to tell, really, one way or the other. Yes.
Well, I think I ought to ask you some questions.
Certainly, by all means, fire away. You know, give it to me hot and strong, no holds barred.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
What is your name?
Lumsden. The thing is, it's this interview, you see. Now, I am not the psychiatrist, obviously. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here talking to myself.
First names?
Timothy. But I think the dream is symptomatic in a funny sort of
Just
way.
Timothy?
Timothy C.R. Symptomatic of the very fear of the interview itself. Do you know what I mean? Is that something Jung or Freud would have said?
What does the CR stand for?
C.R.?
Your middle names.
Christopher. Only what'll happen at the interview will be that I simply sort of dry up. Just absolutely, dry up. And I wondered, could it possibly be, bad potty training?
Christopher what?
R.
And what does the R stand for?
Robin. Now, I was wondering...
Christopher Robin? Your parents called you Christopher Robin?
Tell me, aren't you going to give me tests or something like that,
Like what?
Well, I thought perhaps the ink blot test might be...
Oh, we don't do that anymore. Not since ballpoints came in.
Well, what about, for example, that mark on the wall over there now?
What about it?
Now, aren't you going to ask me what that reminds me of?
And what does it remind you of?
Of that mark on the wall over there. Do you see it?
And what does that tell us?
Aha, well, I'm not the psychiatrist, of course.
I'm a psychotherapist, in fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. Word associations.
What?
What? Tyler.
Pardon?
Verb.
Please.
Thank you.
That's enough.
Sorry, Mother.
Mother.
Oh, yes.
To go back to this Christopher Robin
Yes,
business,
I don't think you'll find that has anything to do with it.
Have you ever had any frightening sexual experiences?
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, what was that?
Have you had any frightening sexual experiences?
Well, they've all been fairly frightening.
Do you love your mother?
Well,
Do you love your mother, yes or no?
Well, good heavens, look at that out of the window. These pigeons. These two pigeons. What are they doing? Oh, that was very quick. I'm sorry. What was the question?
I think we may be able to help you, Mr. Lumsden.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
I'm thinking initially of 24 sessions.
24, but the interview's this afternoon, you see.
Now, I did squeeze you in. I do have another patient.
Yes, but I mean, if I don't get this interview, you see, the dreams will go on and on and...
Relax. Enjoy the interview. Accept it as an experience.
Yeah, that's rather like saying don't be shy.
Well, as a simple, practical first step,
I'm not having my hair cut.
change out of that dreadful suit.
Dreadful? Not dreadful. Mother bought this.
Quite.
Yes, it is a bit dreadful, isn't it?
Oh, wear something casual. Don't try too hard.
No, I try not to, no. Well, I won't try at all. That way, if I don't get the job, I'll have succeeded.
Oh, more or less.
Oh, wonderful, brilliant. I feel so good about this now. I feel so... I feel, so... I could be suave.
Oh, don't be suave.
No.
Don't try to be anything.
No, right. No, well, I could be laid back.
Yes.
That I can be. Laid back, spaced out, up front, hopefully. Well, ciao. That's the Italian for toodaloo.
And that's still the broom cupboard.
Yes, but now I don't care.
Timothy, what are you doing here? It's your interview, isn't it?
I know, I'm going to take the suit off, you see. I'm going casual.
Your mother will murder you.
Where is Mother?
Upstairs.
What is that, burnt socks?
No, it's her latest stew. Isn't up here for a month.
I'm down here, Mother.
What are you doing in the living room? What are you doing in the house? It's your interview, isn't it? Timothy?
No, dear.
He's gone out. What's going on? Timothy, don't stir it with your finger.
I'm not stirring it. I've dropped something.
What?
I forget.
Here we go. Timothy, are you upstairs? What? That stew's burning. You're not stirring the stew. What's happened? The power's gone. The fuse is gone. He's blown the fuse with that razor of his. Timothy! Where are you? Timothy! Are you upstairs? I know you're hiding from me. Where are you?
Good Lord, Timothy, you can't go to an interview dressed like that.
That's what I came to say. Don't tell Mother I've changed, even if you twist your arm.
Well, she usually twists my nose.
Don't say anything, whatever she twists.
Well, good luck.
Cry God for Harry, England and...
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Good afternoon.
3 o'clock?
Yes, some chap named Mills is in there at the moment. Come in.
What-ho? Lumsden's the name.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Well, I expect you'd like me to tell you a little bit about myself, eh? Basically, I'm pretty laid back, spaced out, and, now, funnily enough, I don't want the job, in fact. Now, last year I did, but curious enough, this year, in a kind of strange way. Are there any questions you'd like to ask me at all?
Not really.
Oh, excellent, wonderful. Pushover, absolutely. Short circuits the whole thing, doesn't it? Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself.
Do you have to?
Well, no, I don't have to. No, it's just that I thought since we were here and talking that, no, I don't have to. There's no question. Having to, no. But I thought you might like to know that I was basically born at my place of birth. And I was educated at school where I gained 6 passes, 3 O-levels, 2 A-levels, and 1 at Phoebe Tugwell. Now, if that isn't laid back, I don't know what is. And I was going to...
Mr. Bone?
No, not Bone, dear, no. Lumsden. Timothy C.R. Lumsden. Who'd have a funny name like Bone?
I would.
Well, I'm sorry. It is a funny name. Funny Bone, I suppose. Oh, it's all over, is it? Have I passed? Well, that's an absolute dawdle, isn't it? Very laid back, very spaced out. Shall we have a cup of Earl Grey by way of celebration, shall we? Oh, my God! Oh, dear, I've dropped a clanger. Still, it doesn't matter now. Once you're in, you're in. Now, you go and have a little
Could
cup...
we keep it a little quieter, please?
Oh, Mr. Chairman, shouldn't you be in here?
In the waiting room?
The waiting room? It's the waiting room, you didn't...
What?
What?
What's your name?
Wait a minute. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I told you it a minute ago. Well, it would be on the back of my tie if I was wearing one, silly, isn't it?
We saw you last year, didn't we? Properly attired,
Yes.
wearing a suit.
Yes, I'm afraid that's at the psychiatrist's. The cleaners, I'm sorry.
Look, I should sit down and pull yourself together and try to remember your name. It could be useful.
Yes, you've been very kind. More than kind. Perhaps next year, or even...
I don't know what you expect to find in the cupboard.
Certainly got him going there, didn't I? had him eating out of the palm of my hand. Not that I care, to be absolutely honest. One way or
A
another.
sweatshirt.
Mother, what do you do?
And those trousers,
Mother.
just as your father said. Get them off.
Mother.
You thank your lucky stars I brought your suit.
Mother, please.
And I'm going to trim that hair.
Mother, there are people here.
Yes, well-dressed people. They know what a silly little boy you are. Look at them. They're sniggering. Come on, skin a rabbit.
Mother, please, leave me alone. Every time I try and do something of my own, you come barging in. Mother, go away, please.
Come along.
Mr. Lumsden!
Now, what the hell do you want now? Haven't I got enough of my plate? My mother giving me lick washes and wiping my nose. Good heavens, don't stand gaping there, man. Let's get in here and get this whole thing settled. Let's have some positive action. Let us see the
It's the ping-pong bat for him when he gets home.
Well, congratulations, Dorothy.
Thank you, Father.
Well, how did you do it?
Well, I just went in there and shouted at them for 4 or 5 minutes. They said it was the best interview they'd ever had, most forceful, and I was just the man for the job.
Who's a clever boy? Who gets his supper in bed?
Thank you, Mother.
Get out of here with that filthy thing.
Just celebrating with the young fellow.
You know the rules. Anywhere beyond the compost heap. Who's mother's best boy? And what do we get now we're promoted?
Key to the dirty books cupboard?
No. We get a haircut. Now we're in a higher echelon.
Oh, higher echelon. Powers that be. No more bad dreams for me, Mother.
And here's your treat. A lovely plate of stew. You can pick out the burnt bits. And the very, very last of the steak and kidney pie. Well, what do you say?
Good night, Mother.
Never mind. He can have it for breakfast.
Wait a minute. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be here.
Froxley, the cane, if you please.
Wait a minute, the psychiatrist said I wouldn't get any more of these.
Powers with trick cyclists, have we, Lumsden? I'll tell you this, Psycho Bloody Watsits doesn't cut any ice in this establishment. Put your hand out.
Mother, it's you, isn't it? It's you.
Of course it's me.
Ah!